All right, let's take a look at Dallas Cowboys here and the interception that Dak Prescott had. And I'm a guy that's all about the details. You guys know that if you watch my study ball and pay attention to the stuff that I break down. So in this particular play, Dallas is going to run a double slant over here to this side. So we'll run it real quick, see the double slant. So this isn't the interception. This is actually one that happened earlier in the game. So a couple things I want you guys to pay attention to. The first thing I want you to recognize is that they're on the backside hash. So when you're on the backside hash, obviously you're going to cut down the space that you have over here to isolate, because you're really trying to isolate this linebacker. He gets wide, you throw it underneath him. If he stays tucked inside or really just hesitates, you're going to hit the guy outside. But here's where details become so important. That as you watch this play, what I want you to notice is that both receivers run their routes at the same depth, okay? So hardest thing for a quarterback is what we're trying to do is see movement. But if both of these guys are running their routes at the same depth, it's impossible to be on time to the outside throw unless you're just guessing ahead of time, because you can't get a read off of the inside linebacker unless this guy makes him do something. And so if he's going to push up 5 yards and he's going to push up 5 yards and you've got to throw it as this guy's breaking out of his 5-yard slant, how do you get a read off of this guy until this guy breaks? So one of the details that I've always run with double slant is I run this guy on a one-step slant. One-step slant, three-step slant. One step so I can get a read. I can get an idea of what this guy's doing. So if he does push through on the one step, I can react back to the inside. Otherwise, I have no chance. So we get that read, and then this guy comes out of his break later than the other guy. So you see it right here, and I think this is Dre Greenlaw right here. He's just, right, he's not doing anything. And so he's not really jumping outside. So you really want to be able to throw the outside slant. But again, you can't throw the inside, you can't throw the outside because they're both on the same plane. And actually how it plays out, you see CeeDee Lamb is actually shorter than the inside receiver on the double slant. So timing is everything on this particular play, right? He should be going inside to this defender right here. And then again, more details. Dallas is running a little hook outside over here, and we're going to put the back right underneath this inside slant. Why not put the back over there to the strong side? So if this guy wants to push wide to the hook, we just replace him right there. But details are everything. We get the check down right here. Okay, we're going to run it later in the game. This is where we get the interception. Again, short side of the field. So we're having, we're cutting down space already. Okay, once again, you're going to watch depth. Look at the depth. Look at these guys. They're both breaking at the same exact time. And so when they're breaking, I mean, look at this linebacker right here. This linebacker's not in a position where you say, oh, throw the inside one, because the inside one hasn't gotten across him yet. We've just cut down the space and we've made it impossible for Dak because he's trying to get this ball out. He's trying to get it out on time. But we don't get a read on the linebacker. We need a one-step go. Then you can decide if this guy wants to step down and take him away or this guy wants to stay high and wide. But you have no chance when they break at the same time. This linebacker hasn't done anything. He's not running out there. He just does it. He just does it on the snap there, on the throw, and that's what leads to the interception. So depth on the outside, we want to be deeper than the inside one, gives us a problem. Okay, and this is where I just jumped to, because now it's the Cincinnati Bengals. First thing we notice, they're on the opposite hash. So if they're going to run double slants, they're going to give themselves space and force this guy to cover more ground. That's a huge key on double slants. Or we can get spacing between these two so we get more room if we want. What I want you to watch, what does the inside guy do? Look at the difference in timing of these two slants. Inside guy goes. Now we get a read on this guy before I have to throw it. You look at Joe Burrow. He's not ready. He's not having to throw this ball yet. Ball doesn't have to come out yet. But he's able to get a read off of the inside guy because we go one step on the inside. Jamar Chase does a good job of pushing up to his depth, even with the press. He gets deeper. Look at the separation between the two. We get our read off of that linebacker. Even though it's not a great throw by Joe, you see the spacing that we have right there between the two, making this play easier. And those are the details that I'm talking about. Details determine everything. Winning and losing, positive plays, negative plays, details, details, details.